Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be talking about Marvel Future Revolution again. And I had a really good question come up in our Alliance chat asking questions about items. We've had a lot of new players just recently joining in the past couple of days, hit us up to join the Alliance. And so we put them into our secondary Alliance, which is for growers, for new players, for casual players, but they were asking me to explain all the items. And I think that's a really good question because in a game like this, there are so many different items that you're going to have to choose from. So I thought I would make a supplement video to what I explained to them so I can explain to anyone else out there playing Marvel Future Revolution. So if we go into our inventory, we can take a look, and there's a lot here. There is a lot going on, but there really isn't a lot going on this screen, and I'll show you why. So the very first thing I'm going to draw your attention to is we have potions. They're pretty easy to understand what a potion does. It replenishes your life or your HP. You actually equip your potions, and the game is actually set up every time you fall below 75% health, a potion kicks in. There's a 6-second cooldown before you can actually use another potion. Make sure you are in the know that potions are level based. You can get stronger and stronger potions as you level up, maxing at a type 6 potion at level 95. Then we have the anti-convergiums. You're going to see this, and unless you are level 71 and have beat Fenris, you're not really going to understand what these are for. These are incredibly important. These are going to allow you to buy your specializations. Specializations is kind of like a mastery chart. It adds stats and it adds special abilities and percent chances and a whole bunch of different stuff. Now, don't do what I did. And on your first character that you're taking up to level 100 and start going crazy with your specializations, because you're going to get screwed. Because what was happening when I did that first run through, I got so many different sources of anti-convergium, because you can see there's radiant anti-convergium of resonance and creation, and there's a whole bunch of other kinds. I don't know if I have shattered anti-convergium of fear, illusion. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, and there's shattered, and then there is radiant, and of course, those are two different types of tiers for this item. So the best thing I can tell you to do is bring your players to 100. Get a feel for them. See how they perform in dimensional duels, in PvE, as a team, solo. Bring them into the dark zone. Really flesh them out before you start investing in this. Otherwise, you're going to be like me and going to have to spend some cheddar to work on your specializations, which is going to massively suck because your first character gets a whole bunch of them. And if you go ahead and spend all of that anti-convergium, you don't get it again, which is a pain in the butt. Then we are going to have a whole bunch of enhancers. These enhancers are really good. These are great for using on boss fights. Something that might be more difficult, we're going to have defense, we're going to have attack, we're going to have HP enhancing. And the HP enhancers is actually really good because it enhances how much health your potions heal, which is a really good thing. So, that's more anti-convergium. I believe this right here. Yeah, more enhancers. So a lot of these are enhancers and anti-convergium. The enhancers, I guess you could use those liberally. I don't use it on every boss fight. I guess the boss fights I would suggest would be Thanos, Fenris, definitely the Maestro, possibly Laufey. Those are probably the toughest bosses in the game. And Thanos is only really tough because he's early in the game. He's around level 55. And at that point, you really don't have a solid build for your character, which makes him a little bit more difficult. I was easy to take him out with both Black Widow and Captain Marvel. All right, then we have down here gateway tickets. Gateway tickets, they are going to be the portal stops that you see on maps, where as long as you've uncovered it, you can actually jump to different areas on the map. Pretty simple, self-explanatory. We have unstable convergium. This is the backbone of your crafting. Everything is going to require convergium that you craft. If you go to the workshop and craft something, if you go to the costume maker and design something, if you go to the core enhancer and try to enhance your cores, that's all going to take convergium. Now, there's other types of convergium. There is unstable, stable, and crystalline. All those higher tier types of convergium you can easily make with unstable convergium over at the workshop. You could easily go through a whole bunch of convergium. So I would say farm it, get as much of it as possible. I'm not sure if I would do the pickups that you see on the maps because it's just one here, one there. But definitely doing your blitz, all of your blitz, and grinding down your badges. It's a really easy way to get a lot of convergium going. What else do I see on here? I think these are pretty self-explanatory. Every character has a different kind of report. This increases their base stats. And then we have the let's see, the squad power upgrade materials. These are going to increase the stats for everyone on your squad. So they're great. Some people buy them. I haven't bought any yet myself, and I could probably, come to regret that. But right now, I haven't really focused on that. One thing I didn't focus on in the beginning were these badges. I was like, I just need gear, right? Yeah. No. You need gear and badges and cores to put into the badges, along with Omega cards. Those are like the main things, and then you have stat enhancers like the specializations and the reports and your squad stats and your titles as well. We're not going to get into stats or anything like that. So you see here that I have my badges. I have a lot of 6 stars. Now, pretty surprised that is still going as the best. I might have to take a look at that card, because a level 40 badge on a level 100 character, it's a little weird. To say the least. Let me go over here. So here's the badges as well. So I am definitely leveling up Captain Marvel here, but some of these, don't let them confuse you, because some of these are actually from the Dark Zone. Like when they say level 100 MODOK, that's from the Dark Zone, because MODOK is typically level 30, so the badge would say a level 30 badge and would have earlier stats, so it's easily replaceable by higher tier Blitz badges that you would get later on. But this one is from the Dark Zone. It is level 100, which is why it has such great stacks and why I have it equipped. Just like this yellow jacket is level 100. That one is, I think that's Zemo. Level 100 again. That's actually a pretty decent badge pull that I did. So you're gonna have all these badges, and then if you take a look at this, you're gonna have these cores, and you got to throw these cores in there, and then you got to refine 3 cores of the same star rating together and get hopefully a better core, like a 4-star core if you do all 3 stars. But it's a total gamble. And so it's something that I don't really like doing. Like, I don't like that I only have a 1-star core in there, but I don't have any yellows right now. So I'm waiting for a good drop on a yellow. Then I'll probably swap it out for something better and hopefully put it in the core enhancer and bring that up. So badges are incredibly important. Early on in the game, you gain them from doing blitz. They're random drops. Whoever gets what is totally chance. It's not based on scoring or anything like that. It's like opening up a loot crate. And so you just got to keep doing them. Keep doing blitz as much as possible, as often as you can. You do your 3 a day. You don't get any rewards after your 3 per level per day. But once you get to level 100, you can do all those blitzes and get badges. But by the time you get to level 100, if you're not going into the dark zone, the Maestro badges pretty much are going to replace all of your badges. Just because they are level 100, they're going to be so much better. So let's go back into the inventory here. I'm going to also go into my squad inventory. If you take a look right here, my available space is 73 out of 100 in the middle on the bottom screen there. I'm not going to enhance, I'll show you right here. I'm not going to enhance this inventory because this is on my character. If I were to enhance inventory, I would do it on my squad because that's shared and that allows me to transfer materials back and forth. I typically keep all of my Convergium, all of my regional crafting materials in there because I don't know who I want to craft for at any given time. That way I have the most amount of materials that I need. So we talked about cores. They do, stat enhancers, which are actually really good. And then we have the gear. The gear, of course, is very important. And it's also very important to have a full set. Having a full set of gear will give you additional abilities. So this is the Carol Core set that I have equipped on Captain Marvel. I have this specifically because that 4-set Photon Blast skill level +5. So that's taking Captain Marvel's strongest attack, which I want to say maxes out at around 2,900%. It's bringing it up to almost 3,500%, which is ridiculous. She is vulnerable while she launches that attack, and it would be really good if there was like a Black Widow to snare the opponent or a Spider-Man to snare the opponent, and then she can release that. She can actually do defense up, defense down on the opponent, and then launch that, or you can go into binary mode and launch that. There's a couple of combinations you can do with that with her. This is probably one of the best characters for free-to-play players, simply because the Carol Core set is easily farmable. So pretty much anyone in the game can go get it. I do believe it's in Sakar, in the store in Sakar. So if you make it all the way there and you still don't have it, you can just buy it there. But you definitely want to bring up that star rating because you're probably just going to get a 1-star version of it and want to bring it up to, at least 4 stars, but definitely 5 stars. That will definitely help boost the stats on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does say it's available in the shop. So next thing on items, we're going to talk about regional gear. I was so upset because this is like one of the characters I didn't want regional gear on. And for those of you who are already aware, who are already eyeing those pieces, yes, I got regional gear in drops. Several regional gear in drops. It was horrible. I got the 5-star Rise of the East hair. So this one is going to be one of those special costumes. And but as you can see right here, when you have all the sets, it doesn't do much for me. I don't really care about those abilities. So I'm probably going to use this hair. Oh man, I don't know. I got to think about that. I would normally use that hair to get one of mine up to a 6-star, but I mean, that's locked for a reason. So definitely rethink that. And then they drop me a 3-star Hydra America glove. I'm like, come on, dude. You don't give me any regional drops on my characters that actually need them. And then they're giving me the regional gear on the one character I don't need it on. But anything with a lock on it, that's a special type of gear. You really want to pay close attention. If you look right here, there is a lock. You can remove that lock so that you can combine it in other gear. I highly suggest you never do that. Never combine that gear. Like, even with that 5-star head, I don't think I will combine it because I don't know when in the game it's going to be needed. That's the thing. When we play this type of game, we know that there is a very, very much long-term picture. And we have to plan for that. So I probably won't be doing that with any of it. And then, of course, when you clear an area, you get the headpiece, the region headpiece, for free, which is why I have those 1-star headpieces with the locks on them. I got one for each region. So that goes over gear. Now let's go look at squad storage. So we have on our left-hand side, we have the characters inventory. The right-hand side, we have the squad's inventory. And so we have a lot of things in here. So this is gear I just found, and I put it in here because I don't know who's going to need it. And I didn't want to open it. I'm really trying to get a lot of my characters 5-star gear. Don't ask me why. It's just something inside of me says, get every character prepared to do business. And so that's what I'm going to do. I know a lot of people like, oh my God, I got to fixate on one character. And I probably will have to do that and figure it out. But in the back of my mind as a gamer, I'm like, I know I'm going to eventually need all these characters. So then we have Omega Points. Omega Points, they are found from ticket drops. Whenever you pull a ticket in the store, you get 2 Omega Points, which would mean I have bought way too much stuff. But at 500 Omega Points, you actually go in to the store and can buy a 5-star region of your choosing random piece. So you could get a helmet like we already have. Or you could get another piece. So that's one thing I'm saving up for and highly suggest everyone else save up for. We have sin particles. These are earned through special ops, and these are used at the workshop to craft gear. Now, keep in mind, the workshop can actually craft, it's a chance to drop regional gear. Very, 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 very low chance of dropping regional gear, but that's where you would use the sin particles, some of the convergium, and then some of this material. This is from Hydra America. This is Imperial Combat Uniform Fabric. You use this to try to make Hydra America gear. Doesn't mean you're going to. It just means that there's a very, 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 very low chance. Then we have the same for Sakaar, the Tayo Sand. We have Midgardia, which is the unrefined Euro. We have the Glimmering Stardust from Xanderth. And then, of course, we have the Stark Super Alloy from the new Stark City costume. By the way, I haven't seen anyone say, I really need new Stark City outfits or gear. I haven't seen anything come out in anyone saying that they need it. It looks really great, don't get me wrong. I would love some 1-star pieces that I don't have to spend any money on. However, the gear that I have been hearing a lot about is Midgardia. A lot of different characters can utilize Midgardia gear very well. Iron Man is one of them. I am putting the costume draw tickets in my shared squad storage. I'm going to hold that together until I have 10 so that I can try to get a bonus draw. Keep in mind that the increased odds for regional gear that they just put out with this patch is only on 10 ticket pulls. So you got to have 10 tickets, you got to save them up, and then if you have 10, you can go in there and try to get some regional gear. And then I keep potions in here for my alts who are going to go through the levels, because these are various levels, level 4, level 3, level 1. You cannot transfer potions to a character who has that potion equipped. It's a stupid rule. Maybe they changed it, but last I checked, you could not do that. Unused badges go into your squad storage. 5 and 6 stars. You're going to say, but Jansen, you have 4 stars in there. Yes, I have 4 stars in there because they're Maestro cards. Maestro cards are level 100 and can usually outpace a lot of 5-star cards. So I will keep him in there for at least for a little bit, but I have a whole bunch of cards to reassign to a lot of my alts. And this is really going to be for alts that are going through specific levels, like this 6-star Red Skull card cannot be equipped to anyone that's less than level 60, and eventually gets outperformed by a Maestro card. However, if you get Dark Zone, this is another reason you want to get to level 100. Dark Zone cards are awesome, and they're really cheap pulls with the rewards that you get from the Dark Zone. Highly recommend you get to level 100, run your butt off, and go pick flowers in the Dark Zone. If you don't know what that means, put that question down below. And I just threw like one piece of Iron Man's gear in here because I really wanted to see if I could transform it into a like product for another character. Did not work. So, like I said, any unused cards that are 5 or 6 stars, throw them in your shared squad storage so that your alts can use it and you can give your alts a big of power right away. Let's see. And like I said, squad storage, if you're going to increase storage for any character, just do it on your squad. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else. Okay. There is specific region collectibles. You will find them in each region: New Stark City, Hydra America, Xandar Earth, Midgardia, and Sakaar. For instance, there's like a little dagger, and that's a Midgardia collectible, it says. It makes you think like you're not supposed to do anything with it, but you actually just go over to the convergence box and throw it in because it's garbage. It does you no good. I think New Stark City has like newspapers, but every region is going to have a collectible. And then, so you're going to just click on extract. I don't have anything to throw in here. But then you're going to, if you throw enough garbage in your convergence box, you're going to get that synchronized particle. And that particle, you have a chance on this one. This always changes. Oh God, that's a really good drop. 50 and 250k gold. Gold is really hard to come by in this game, especially when you get characters that are level 100 because they just eat gold away. Oh man. Oh, and the anti-convergium too. I'm just like drooling here. I'm like, that's a really good draw. I kind of want to go in there, go into all my characters and see who I can throw in there. And so that has a timer and that resets. If we go over here, actually, I don't want to walk. I'm lazy. I'm going to show you guys the workshop so you can get a general idea of what I'm talking about. So here we have Captain Marvel, Costume Stark, Super Alloy. See, so these are going to be the outfits that have a chance to be regional. And you have to specifically which region you're going to do. You need those materials it's asking for. And here's the thing. If it's asking for crystallized, all you got to do is go over here and make some crystallized with some stable. If you need stable, just make some stable. And then, of course, you should have a whole bunch of unstable convergium. And, oh snap, I did not realize. Oh wait, you can't make it. You actually have to have the lesser of the anti-convergium. Oh man, that sucks. But it's good to know. You can make the enhancers as well. I haven't paid too much attention to this. Don't do what I did on Iron Man. I bought like 5 slots thinking I could only do 1 piece per slot, but you can do like up to 5. That was a waste. And then Talked a little bit about the core synthesizer and costume augmenter. So that's pretty much it for items. Hopefully this video has helped you. Hopefully I was able to walk you through some things. If you have an item and you don't know what it is and you want to ask me the question, drop it down below in the chat. If you're not in our Discord, join our Discord. The link should be down below. We are running 2 alliances, so if you want to join up and have some fun with us, let me know about that as well. We're on America East, New Stark City number 4. But thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and I will talk with you later.